Here we go. Here we go. We back. Friday Night Lights, man. It's gonna be, Friday Night Lights regular season is over, man. I said all week, I think you guys could have definitely got the W last week, and it would have really helped you, depending on who you're gonna play in the seedings, But this week you faced a tough Narragansett team. Narragansett putting 55 points a week on people. How was your game?
Good, good. I mean, my kids fought hard. Um, we roll off the bus with 21 kids, and you know, we play hard, and we came up on the losing end of things, 41-18. But you know, they scored 41 points. One of them was a defensive touchdown that they scored. So, I was happy with the way we battled and competed. We just didn't have enough firepower to match those guys.
No, and you know the size of the teams you have, 21 guys just showing up. You guys have tremendous heart to play a team like Narragansett that's a juggernaut right now, and
Yep.
that's really putting it. And listen, they've been scoring 55 points at will on people, and at least you held them right there at that 41 point mark. So that says for what you guys are doing in North Smithfield.
Yeah, if nothing else, my guys play hard and they give me everything I got, everything they got, and that's all I can ask for. I got a great group of guys that like to play for each other, and if that's what we get out of this season, then that's what we get out of this season, and I couldn't be prouder of these guys.
Oh yeah, Wesley just scored again. Poor Coach Pennington, having it a little tough this season, but he'll be all right. Yeah, they've been scoring at will. Tolman's up. I think that's a big upset, 30-14 over
Nice,
Mount Hope.
nice.
You
Tolman's
know,
fighting for that last spot, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, Tolman actually could have a shot to get it. They could actually knock Mount Hope right out. Moses Brown came out of nowhere last week. The only winners in that side of the division. So yeah, they fighting. But
Hey, with
everybody's in the playoffs, so you're fighting for seeding now.
with Tolman's size, if they get in, they could be a problem.
Yeah, Tolman just has trouble getting over the hump. They have good games. They just have trouble getting the win out the way. And building teams. Like people don't realize you small schools.
Yep.
You have your ups and downs. You're not every year gonna have a
Oh yeah.
juggernaut program.
I do want to shout out these two guys, Mikey. Um, Nate Tessier and Cole Vowels. They've both been on before after games. These guys played exceptional tonight. I don't know how many all-purpose yards Tess had. He must have had about 100 and some odd yards in kickoff returns, and he had to have close to 200 in receiving yards tonight. Like
Oh, you
he
definitely
got
got to get them.
he got loose tonight, and you know his senior year, and he's playing hard and coming off of an injury for the last couple of weeks. He's finally got both wheels under him. So he played really well tonight, and Cole did a great job finding him and getting him the ball.
And statewide, Tessier and Koval, two guys that people talk about when you talk about North Smithfield. They mention them two kids. Tessier, familiar name. Coach Mike, I talked about him a little bit. Wes Pennington's assistant coach. I think he coached with you guys a couple years ago.
Yep.
And Kovalos, I told you like when I was so impressed that he can run that no huddle. I see quarterbacks in his state that can barely, catch the ball out of a snap. So, salute to him. We're gonna
And
see big things from both
so
them guys.
tonight we see a defense that completely takes us out of our traditional offense, and we pretty much threw the playbook on the ground, and we're calling plays like Sandlot in the dirt, and Cole and Tess were finding ways to get open and complete balls. Um, I can't say enough about these guys just being flat out. Never mind just receiver and quarterback. They were football players tonight, and they just played football. It was fun to
You
watch.
said it, football players. I always say there's guys that want to play football, and then there's football players. They're totally different. You know, you all line up on the field, but sometimes you have these kids that are just they want it, they hungry, and sometimes you got to throw your playbook away. You know, and sometimes them are your most successful games.
I mean, Nate didn't come off the field all night, and he's coming off of that ankle sprain that's kind of had him limited the last 3 weeks. So for him to come out tonight when we needed him with short guys, we had other guys kind of going down, and he said, "Hey, I'll go play special teams. I'll go play kick return. I'll play punt. I'll play receiver. I'll play safety." And he played the whole game tonight and gave us what a senior captain should. And I can't say enough about his effort tonight. And Cole just gutted out. We had 5 linemen blocking. They bring in 7. Cole knew he was going to get hit all night, and still found ways to complete balls. So these guys just played a terrific game and kept us in a competitive game for a long time.
No, you did a lot better than a lot of other teams did going against a team like Narragansett. You can't take nothing away from, what Coach Blesson has put together up there.
Definitely not. They have a wagon. And, when you try to game plan against them and you're like, well, you try to stop one guy and you can't stop them all because they got like 6 guys that can score as soon as they touch the ball.
No, yeah, definitely. Very good team. You've seen them win a Super Bowl last season.
And they're well coached. They're well prepared. And they play. I got to give them a lot of credit. No matter what the score is, those guys are out there. If they're on the field, they're playing hard. And, I liked seeing that both teams, I think, garnered respect for one another while they were playing. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure Narragansett, Chip, they must have came out of that game surprised by the outcome, putting up, a lot of people see you guys this season rebuilding, change of coaching staff. No one gave you guys any credit, and I think you guys came a lot farther than a lot of people gave you credit to come this season. So congratulations to all you guys on that bus.
Yeah, so anytime the game's over and I get to shake the other coach's hands and he can look at me and say, man, you guys don't quit. You guys play hard and you guys fight for every inch on that field. It's the biggest compliment I can get. And, that's what Coach told us and these boys tonight after the game. And, to get that, that's all we're looking for.
Yeah, Coach, the Johnston High School game, a lot of people that were at the game, they called me up and they said, yo, them North Smithfield kids, man, like that was a great game. I didn't see the Johnston game. I don't think it came out the way you wanted, but that was a very competitive game.
That was an extremely competitive game. We don't really match up with their speed, but we found a way to just stay in the football game and be competitive. And that's kind of been our motto all year is find a way to be competitive, and winning and losing will take care of itself. And we're finding ways to do that.
And you're in the playoffs. Do you know who you're going to be seated up against as of right now with Pilgrim not having a game? Narragansett's already done, so we know where 1 and 2 is. What seed are you going to end up?
We're looking like the 6th seed unless Tollgate wins this week. If Tollgate wins this week, then us playing not playing last week will hurt. But if Tollgate doesn't win, they'll finish with 1 win just like us, and we'll have the tiebreaker over them, and we should get the 6th seed. And it looks like Charahoe is going to get the 3 seed unless Johnston jumps them.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Even though everybody makes the playoffs, and all over the country it's going bad, but I think we need to get rid of this, contest rule as far as COVID. We talked about that because it's not fair for your kids. You guys could have got that W last week. That would have helped you out. Pilgrim could have got the W against Central Falls. That would have helped them out. But hey guys, good luck in the playoffs. We'll talk to you after your first playoff game. Congratulations. Both
Thanks,
you
Mikey, and
players.
thanks for always having us on. We
Oh, it's
appreciate it.
awesome, man.
These guys like coming on. They're trying to put their tough faces on. They don't want
There,
to
there
be
you go.
quiet.
Urgh.
Uh,
Did we get free breakfast this week or what? Shout out to the Bond, right? He's a good. He was smart. He said, "Yo, big shout out to the Bond, for feeding us." You
he
know.
sure was. All right, boys. Say hello.
All right, guys, man. Good luck. Who knows?
All right.
I think there's going to be a lower seed team in Division Three that's going to be in that Super Bowl. So maybe it'll be you guys, but I really think you're going to see a lower seed team in Division Three Super Bowl this season. So it's not over yet.
I don't know. Those guys at the top are real tough.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. Something might play into your favor. All right, the Wesley game is over. I think it was 50 something to 7. You know, great guy, Wes Pennington. He'll build from there. I think they're the first team actually eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah, he'll get them right, and that team coming back is actually a scary proposition. So
Wesley's a tough team. They could
yeah,
throw, they could run. You have before this week, you got Zach Tuck over 1,000 yards rushing, and he probably put another 200 yards up tonight. And they could throw the ball.
they
They
got
could
that tall kid, right? He looks about 6'6".
Luke Molly. They got a couple of them. They got a few of them. They could throw, and they got this little quarterback, Lance Williams, tiny kid, and he could just get it done. I think he's in the top of the top half of the quarterbacks, definitely in the top 5.
Is he?
West,
Is he? Mikey, did he get out of that game last week? Okay.
yeah, he was. It was the doctor kept him out. He wasn't, the doctor I think was being a little overcautious and just helped. Yeah, he was good to go,
Oop,
from what I understand that game.
I think I lost you.
Yeah, I'm still here, but yeah, he was good to go.
All right. Very good.
All
Hey,
right, thank you, Coach Piver. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, man. Coach Piver, North Smithfield. They just finished up their game, getting beat by Narragansett. But I heard it's a competitive game. Westerly wins 55-7. Westerly grabs that number 3 spot, which they already had the number 3 spot. So congratulations to Westerly. Tolman opening up a big can on Mount Hope made it very interesting. Can Tolman hop into the playoffs with this win? Don't think so, but yeah, I don't even see it because you got West Warwick right now 2-5 on the season. That hurt their win percentage go down probably to 250. Tolman's might go up. Mount Hope's going to come to, yeah, I mean, it very well could be. Tolman will end up being 2-3. Yeah, I don't think that'll be enough. I think that won't be enough to get Mount Hope out. But Westerly got that number 2 spot, and it looks like the way that it's going to go down, you're going to have A1 hosting B4. A1 being St. Raphael's. They will go against Mount Hope coming up this week for the first game of the playoffs. And then you're going to have Division B 2 seed facing A3. So you got Division B2 is Classical, and they would face A3. And I want to say A3 is, let me check right now. Hang on, here we go. 2A. So right now it's Rogers. Right now, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if the Coventry game's up, but right now Coventry is on the outside looking into the playoffs. You got Moses Brown with that 4th spot. Rogers jumped in. Not sure what's going to happen. A lot of great games going on. Westerly wins this game 55-14. It looks like Tolman over Mount Hope big time, 30-14. Let me see some other games that I have up here. Narragansett wins big time. I think it was like 30 something to nothing, 30 something to 7, possibly. Let me see. Here we go. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? Let's get back to some of these scores on this widget. All right, that game wasn't tonight. Okay. I'll tell you what, Wesley bounces back against Glasgow, comes back in. They have a great game last week. They get the W, and then they play West Warwick. They get the W. Shout out Coach Pennington. We'll definitely have Coach Pennington on in a little while. Glasgow beats Coventry, pretty handedly last week. But the final of the Bulldogs game, 55-7. It looks like Coventry beats Moses Brown 42-6. Tomorrow you see the St. Ray's and Glasgow game. I already told you. Let's see, November 5th, it's going to set up a Smithfield Juanita Sanchez next week. Tomorrow, see North Providence Cougars EWG. Another big game, Portsmouth and Bishop Hendricken coming up this week. Right now going on, you got Situate. We'll see what happens with that game. We already know. I don't have the Charahoe score. Oh, Davies got beat by PCD. PCD beats Davies. But we'll be back with another show coming right up. We'll see if we can hook up with Coach Gary Goodhart. Yes, sir. What's going on, my guy Brandon? Out there. Yeah, Westerly, what a big game over West Warwick, 55-6. Coventry, they have to advance now because they beat Moses Brown, so they'll probably switch spots. But right now, you had Barrington, Mount Pleasant, Rogers, Moses Brown for the 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, good games coming down to it right now. Tolman over Mount Hope, very big upset, man. But the way the seedings are going to go, you'll have A2 hosting B3. And then in Division 2, you're going to have the B1 seed hosting A4. You'll have St. Ray's going against probably... it's either going to be Moses Brown or Rogers. It's way too early. It's like election night tonight. Last day of regular season football. So many teams can come. So many teams can go. But we'll be right back.